Hey, welcome back, and guess what? There is some brand new UAP video that just dropped, possibly shot from a Navy ship, once again, off the coast of Southern California, which for some reason, has been this very, very weird hotspot for all kinds of unidentified flying objects that don't seem to care that there are all kinds of Navy warships that are out there training.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Now, quick refresh about why this area matters so much. 2004, we've all seen this video that was showing what was described by Navy pilots flying off the USS Nimitz as a white tic-tac that was zooming around in ways and speeds they just could not explain. In 2019, sailors on the USS Russell, again, off the coast of San Diego, seeing what they described in night vision goggles as upside-down pyramids, and then brings us to today. This new infrared video just released by documentary filmmaker Jeremy Corbell showing what he says was an incident on the USS Jackson. It's one of these littoral ships, one of the highest tech ships that we have in our arsenal. And according to Corbell, Navy sailors were actively tracking one of 4 unknown objects observed going in and out of the water. No heat plumes, no exhaust, nothing.
Alright guys, what is up? Tyler here with Secure Team. So I had a full video ready to go for you guys today featuring some absolutely bizarre UFO footage and nothing but I'm going to push some of it back to my next video due to the fact that I wanted to address something that has just hit the internet in the past 24 hours. Some of you may have seen it, some not, but if you haven't, you probably will because the mainstream news outlets are running wild with it. And I'm talking about a new UFO clip that has been circulated and released by Jeremy Corbell, the filmmaker known for dropping what's often described as military-captured UAP footage. This one, according to him, shows 4 tic-tac-shaped craft supposedly filmed off of the coast of California by the USS Jackson's weapon system back in February of 2023. So before we go any further, here is that direct piece of footage posted to Jeremy's Instagram.
That shit took off earlier. That shit took off earlier.
Now, the video itself is short thermal style footage with your standard black and white military display showing 4 glowing objects hovering above the water in formation. At one point, they appear to change positions, and by the end of the video, they blink out of existence. According to Jeremy, at least one of the objects exited from the ocean, making this so-called, quote, transmedium vehicle, moving between sea and air. Again, no wings, no rotors, no visible propulsion, just 4 hovering blips that allegedly disappeared all at once. And again, because this drop is so new, there's not a lot of info about it, but then again, we usually, at least thus far, have never received much information on the clips that have been released by Jeremy in the past, some of them which have even been debunked, verifiably. But that's not a dig at Jeremy, that's just one of those situations where it is what it is. But As you saw and are seeing in the footage, the description that I just gave you is the surface level version being pushed out hard by the mainstream. But I wanted to dig deeper and give you guys more than just the hype around the footage, because without critical thinking, without taking a deeper look at everything, I don't really think we would ever get anywhere or any closer to the truth regarding the UFO cover-up or the phenomenon. And I think that's a standard that you guys have held me to since the beginning, and a standard that I hold to anyone doing any kind of research. But hey, that's what this channel is about, taking a step back, asking questions, and not just repeating headlines. So here's what we don't know about the footage, as far as I can gather. And it's a lot, actually. And that may change in the coming days, we'll see. But first of all, we have no official timestamp embedded in the footage. We have no coordinates, no accompanying radar data. We also don't have the original audio feed from the ship, which would usually include crew communications. And all of this is pretty standard stuff that you would expect from a legitimate military system screen recording. Next question I had, where did this video come from? Corbell says that it was recorded by the USS Jackson in 2023, but there's no way to verify that independently at this moment. He hasn't released any chain of custody info, any redacted documents, or even an anonymous testimony from a whistleblower. And let's be real, this is something we've seen before. If some of you remember, back in 2021, Corbell released the now infamous triangle drone footage, only for the Pentagon to later confirm that it was likely just a visual artifact caused by the camera's triangular aperture. That footage was filmed through a night vision lens, and the triangle shape had more to do with the camera's iris than the craft itself, and it fooled a lot of people, including me. And it ended up discrediting more serious work in this field. You know, it's not so much Jeremy that I'm worried about, it's the government, it's the people he's getting this footage from, or who George Knapp is getting this footage from, whoever's getting it. I just hope they're doing their due diligence. This in no way is a dig at Jeremy. I just wanted to look deeper into what we know so far, because this is really being pushed hard in the mainstream media, who I do not trust one iota, and for good reason. But, you know, are we looking at objects here? It's hard to tell, or just points of light with no depth or scale, viewed through a filtered targeting system that distorts more than it reveals. I don't know. The 4 UAPs in the new clip don't display any sudden motion or acceleration. They hover, they blink out, but that's it. And while that's still interesting, it's not very definitive to me. That's why I'm hoping more information will come out surrounding this. And I know Jeremy personally. I've met him in person. I've hung out with him and Bob Lazar. He's a good guy, and his heart is in the right place. And I'm glad that he does what he does to help bring this topic to the forefront, as we all do. As far as the footage, you know, we also don't know who filmed it, who leaked it, or why it's being released now, over a year after it was allegedly recorded. Corbell, thus far, hasn't said much that I can find beyond the surface level claims here. No source, no collaborating witnesses, no confirmation from the Navy or Department of Defense. It's just there, like a message in a bottle, washed up with no return address. And again, that doesn't mean it's fake or manipulated or anything like that, you know, but when digging deeper into any footage, what it does mean is that we need to ask the hard questions, especially when the mainstream media outlets are already calling this, quote, the best UFO footage ever seen. And that kind of claim without hard data to back it always sets off alarms for me. And so, yes, it's curious. Yes, it's worth discussing, and if you're going to release footage like this and have the mainstream news blast it across the world, why not release every piece of documentation or witness testimony, even if it has to be redacted or made to protect the original source? Why not release it all at once, rather than just post it to Instagram with a vague rundown of what it allegedly is? So that kind of thing, regardless of who posts footage like that, that kind of irks me a bit. But that's just because, like you guys, I want the info, you know? We all want the smoking gun and the info to back it up. and maybe and hopefully more details will come out. Maybe there's more footage that hasn't been released, but until then, we have to treat it for what it is. It's an interesting video, but without a verified source, from what I have been able to search and find online. I will put the link to the original IG post down in the video description. We want to keep an open mind, but stay critical because that's what you guys deserve. And yeah, tell me what you think down below. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. And as for Jeremy, keep at it, bro. And hopefully I can talk to you soon and we can get you back on the channel. And as I mentioned at the beginning, I have another full video of UFO footage that's going to be coming up next. I think I'll just let this story lie where it is, give my thoughts on it, seeing as I've been getting a ton of messages regarding it. So you guys have a nice night, and I'll see you all back in just a bit.